Coming up next, my top 5 favorite Therapia by Aroma perfumes. You know it's one of my favorite indie houses, and Irene's one of my favorite perfumers. So I've done some videos like this before, but I'm going to do an updated one because it's been a while. So stay tuned, coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose here in my little perfume room, as you want to call it, or home office, or studio, or whatever. You can see Garbanzo in the background over here. He's always doing some type of photo bomb. All right, so today's video is my top 5 favorite Therapia by Aroma fragrances. And some of these are always kind of in my regular top 5 with her because I just can't get enough of them, and I've got them right here, so I'm just looking at them. So let's get right into this. Let me see, because I didn't actually, it's so hard for me to choose from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I will do that. I'm going to say coming in at number 5 is White Mountain. White Mountain, you see I have a 100 milliliter bottle here. This one, and by the way, there's a theme here. With her fragrances, to me, she does some of the best clean, fresh smelling fragrances. So if you like lighter, clean fragrances, and she does, believe me, all types, but my favorite, I've just noticed, all tend to be, for the most part, lighter ones. There's one in here that's a little bit different. White Mountain was inspired by the mountain range, which she was born in the kind of French Alps of France, near the Swiss border, and that's where she was born. And she grew up with these large, meadows full of flowers and clouds, and the air was clean and fresh and a little bit almost cold. Well, not, it obviously was cold. That's what this evokes for me. This is a clean, fresh, uplifting, bright, fun fragrance. Perfect now for springtime, perfect for summer, by the way. All these are, because again, they're kind of lighter fragrances. So if you've never tried this one, get your hands on it. White Mountain. I'll put the link down below, of course, to her website. If you're not local in Miami, and you can't. If you're local anywhere in South Florida, go to her store. There's a few of them, but you want to go to the one at Colley Square because you get to meet her and you want to meet Irene. She is just a true treasure. All right, number 4. And this one looks almost like water. It's so interesting looking, especially because it is Vetiver DAT. Vetiver DAT. And what I love about this one, because Vetiver is one of my favorite all-time fragrance notes, it is, kind of like almost like a root or a bush or a shrub that grows, and the best vetiver is picked from essentially kind of like the root area. You can get it from different parts of the plant, but I know a lot of you probably know this. The best vetiver in the world is generally considered the vetiver from Haiti. So you can get it from all over. There's different places that grow it, but vetiver from Haiti is the best, and she sources it from there. And this, again, is just a clean, such a clean fragrance. And that's what I like what she's done here. So vetiver a lot of times can be, sometimes I hear complaints, it's a little bit overpowering in a fragrance, and it usually can make it a little bit darker. This, what she's done is just, I think, dosed the perfect amount to keep it fresh, clean, but that vetiver just gives that grounding, calming effect. This is a fragrance I use a lot. Maybe I'm having a stressful day. Maybe there's a lot going on at work. Maybe I'm trying to get my fragrance line done, which I've been under a lot of stress trying to get everything finished for that, which it's almost here, really almost here now. So this is a very good calming fragrance. I like that one. All right, now we're going to the top 3. And number 3 is, I talked about this one. I did a video maybe almost a year ago on this one as my favorite beach fragrance, and it still is my favorite beach fragrance, La Plage. La Plage, of course, in French means the beach. Oh, wait for the camera to come back out. This is a wonderful, wonderful, perfect beach summertime fragrance, especially in this 30 ml bottle. You can put it in your bag, you can put it in your knapsack, your backpack, your beach bag, whatever you're carrying. coconut. Listen to the main three notes: coconut, myrrh, and labdamen. In fact, I'm going to put this on my skin right now. Oh, it's so it's like almost gourmandish. You could maybe consider that because of the coconut, because that is kind of a food, can be a food, right? Um, it's so creamy and sexy and sultry when you're coming out of the sun. Look at I love the color of the juice on this one. This is the one really dark fragrance that I have here today. Um, and that is from the labdamen and myrrh. Myrrh is a darker substance, but labdamen is a really kind of thick, resinous material. But because of the labdamen, this is one that's going to last. This one lasts for me on my skin longer than even the lighter fragrances, because labdamen is a really good base note for longevity. Back in the day, this is one of the main substances used to give a fragrance longevity before aroma chemicals did that trick. So La Plage, it looks like the beach. I mean, to me, it almost evokes a suntan, sunscreen lotion. That may be a trick of my mind, but I get that feeling when I wear this and I smell it. And it's just sweet and mixed with the salt of the ocean on your skin. That's where the magic comes in on this fragrance. When you get out of the ocean, take it with you, spray a little on. It's refreshing and it just mixes so well with your skin and the salt. Very sexy, very sexy. All right, number 2. And those of you who've watched me do videos on this probably know what my top 2 are. Number 2 is Chypre. I love, when she does, a lot of times she'll come up with names like, White Mountain or Vetiver di Haiti, and then you have ones like this, simply either the beach or Chypre. Chypre, of course, being a classification typically of fragrances. It was one of my absolute favorite type of fragrances, fragrance classifications. This is a classic Chypre. When you smell it, and this to me, so I like it on both, obviously myself. I really like it when I smell it on the women too. But the one I've saved first is the one I really, really like on women. When I have sprayed this typically to women, they usually smell it and their first reaction, or a lot of times, is this smells like a great, handsome man's fragrance. So although these are all unisex, I would say of the 5 that I've talked about, this is the one that's probably the most masculine leaning. And by the way, I also get her soap, which is all natural. For those who didn't know, all her fragrances, all her cosmetics, all her soap, all her lotions, everything is 100% natural. That is to her core. She really believes in that. So if you like that, which a lot of people do, you got to try these fragrances and her other stuff. But Chypre, again, this is just masculinity, sexy man, masculine man in a bottle. And it gets a lot of compliments from the ladies. And again, I have the soap. The soap, when I use mixed with this, it's like the perfect combination for an all-day great smell, and it's good for your skin. So Chypre, simple name, but not a simple fragrance. That leads me to my number 1 favorite Therapia by Aroma fragrance, and that is, I know a lot of you probably know this, Musk Milo. Let the light come back out. Okay, Musk Milo is basically, again, simple name. Musk Milo is a fragrance note, essentially, like comes from the ambret seed. And you know what? I don't know why people don't talk about that more. I love it. If you like fresh, clean fragrances, this is the one for you. And it is amazing on men or women. I used to give this to my ex-girlfriend. She loved it. She wore it all the time. And when I would smell it on her, it would drive me nuts. I absolutely love it. I smell this on a woman. And so Musk Milo, it's clean, it's fresh. It's that ambret seed. Which is one of my favorite, again, fragrance notes. Just when you want to maybe put on, if you're going to work, this is a great work fragrance because it's going to be complimented and liked by everybody, but it's not going to be overpowering anybody. It's great to wear to a business meeting, to wear with a suit. I would wear this out on a date. Again, it's going to be something that's not going to be overpowering, but when someone gets in close to you, they're going to smell it and they're going to really like it. And as I mentioned, soaps, This is my favorite soap from her. This is the Musk Milo soap. It smells just like the Musk Milo perfume, and I used it today when I showered, and it gives you so clean and invigorating and smelling good all day. And then when you layer it with one of these perfumes, it's just perfect. So lastly, I just want to mention, if you've never tried her home fragrance sprays, this is my favorite. She has a lot. Fig. This is, let me tell you, I spray this when people are coming over before they come over, and every time someone comes over, they're just like flabbergasted. Like, what is that smell? Where did you get it? How do I get it? Better than a candle. Of course, it's going to diffuse, and it's going to last for maybe an hour or so. You'll be smelling it, and then you have to reapply it if you want. But the candle is also really good. But this is when you want to make an impression. Someone's coming over, let's say, whatever, significant other, someone on a date, someone's coming to your house for the first time, some visitors, you want to make a good impression, maybe your wife's or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, parents or family, whoever it is. Fig. I'm telling you, this will make your house smell next level, and you're going to get compliments, not just on the perfume, but on, of course, the smell of your house. All right, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. As always, I appreciate all your support. Let me know, guys. I know a lot of you have bought fragrances from Irene at Therapia by Aroma. Let me know, what are some of your favorites? And let's get a little dialogue going. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfume.